Now some of you back here, you've gone shorter, so you may not have that. So you may not be going back here and cutting hardly anything. So we're going to go back and do the horizontal solid form. So you're going to measure in the center on both sides, right? The dead center, you're going to measure on your comb 5 diamonds and you're going to cut. Then you're going to go to one side and you're going to cut straight across. So whatever's there, you cut. And on the other side, you cut. So you might have more on one side than the other.
What is this doing?
This is just now doing the perimeter. So it's giving me my length. So some of you have the perimeters really long. Yeah. So I'm now making it equal. Oh. Okay? But we have to bring it up a little bit because some of you are a bit shorter. So it's balancing that. So we're going back through. And you will finish this before you bring it to me. So you're probably only going to be doing, because remember we've layered the hair. So because we've layered the hair, there will not be much hair. Because again, it's shorter. So some of you that have longer hair will have more to cut, others will not. Now my perimeter is finished because if I take this hair here, it doesn't stretch. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. So I'm done. Because now I'm finished on the back half. Okay, so it's straight across. Once I finish on the back half, this is going to be a little trickier. Because now we're going to take our sectioning, we're going to take it on the diagonal this way. Okay, we're going to measure, sorry, I'll measure it so that you can see here. So you're going to measure here 5 inches as well. Now some of you with the bangs went a little shorter, so we've got a little different combinations. So we're going to do this. So remember, we're always on a diagonal because we're working with the curvature of the head. So that means that this line that I'm going to give is going to be more rounded than square. Okay? So we're measuring this in here. Did you see that? Yes? Okay. So I measure that and I come across and I have to see the light is coming.
Measuring it at 5 diamonds?
5 diamonds, yes. Okay? Once I take that little corner, I'm going to take another section down. Okay? I'm going to make my hands just like the parallel, and I'm going to cut to that guide. So I'm on a diagonal. So what's going to happen, the same thing, you're going to run out of hair. Because when you take the next section, it's not going to fix. Now, we do have it shorter. Okay? So we're going to do both sides first, and then you're going to watch me, and we have to connect these. But when we connect them, I'm only connecting and taking off this corner. Does everybody see this? So there's a guide and there's a guide. I can't kind of move. You have to come up to me. So the hair in which I'm cutting off is this. I'm not going here, not cutting it, because this is my length, and this is my length from inside the haircut. So I'm going to round that off so that the haircut goes rounder and it doesn't sit like a piece of block, like very heavy and square on the hairline. Okay? So when you comb that down, you're not going to have anything. Now, the reason why we're not pulling it forward is because if I pull this forward and I round it, it's going to go short. Because I've over-directed this, and it's going to go shorter. So we have to comb natural fall. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this, angling my fingers on a very steep angle, and I'm looking, my guide is here and my guide is there. So I'm only cutting this corner, that's it, off. And it rounds it.
Are we going to do a tacky blow dry on this?
A tacky blow dry? Yeah. Okay, what is the meaning of tacky blow dry?
Like the flips and...
You're not going to have anything textury like this. Sorry. Because it is a uniform layer, so you're not going to get anything.
Okay.
It'll be more conservative looking.
Okay.
Because now we have to do our small brush, because your big brush will not fit into that length of hair.
Okay.
Okay? So, we are going to be doing, I want you to still continue because now you're shorter. You're going to get a shorter version of that. Okay? So it does, because the uniform layer is equal all the way around, so it always looks old-fashioned.
Okay.
Because a lot of these haircuts have texturizing in them and they have different techniques in them to make them look more modern. We're not at that pace right now.
Okay.
So we're just doing basic silhouettes, so they will look more conservative than modern. Okay? All right, so in the front, you should, if I don't want you cutting anything from here to here. Let me look at your mannequin if you've got a big distance, because again, remember we went really short. Some of you are way up here. Let me fix that in between, because if you take it too short, you're not going to get your perm rods in. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. So remember, I have confidence in all of you. A small piece here. Remember, on a diagonal, a small piece, right? We're going to measure 5 inches on this side, just like we did the other side. So we're going to measure 5 inches. I can't see.
Should this not be 5 inches already technically?
Oh. No, not on some of them because we didn't cut them, remember? We didn't cut the back first. See, normally you would cut the perimeter first if you had a lot of hair, and I was going to a short haircut. I would be doing what I'm doing now first before I would layer it.
Okay.
But we've gone in and we've internally layered it because of the last haircut. We don't have much.
Right, but if we're cutting the whole hair 5 diamonds long, wouldn't all of the hair be
Well,
5 diamonds
this
long?
will not be. That's
It
why I'm
wouldn't?
saying you
But
have a
why?
couple
But
of
if
inches because some of you started with it longer.
But if you're doing a 5-inch cut all around,
And you
would get
pull
to
it
the-
out here, yes, but this length here will drop and sometimes be longer.
Uh-huh.
You saw what I had.
Okay.
Because you have to do, because of the hair growing this way, even though you picked it up and layered it, it comes down and you still will have sometimes an extra length
okay.
in the back because you're